lunatics. Yeah, they're taking over the asylum. 12-inch single from Fun Boy 3. Guy down the front, late great Terry Hall, formerly of the Specials, and these guys, and they went on to Colorfield doing stuff with them. Cool single. Yeah, Colton, they've taken over, buddy. Yeah, on the chrysalis label there, a little artwork on the back. So just a 12 single I picked up not long ago. So that's fun. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. That's the world we're living in. It's nuts. All right. Speaking of nuts, I'm going to talk about a couple of crazy vinyl community nuts out there. All right, mixed nuts. Utica Club in session. So today I was supposed to have Randy from the Lion's Den. But then he was struck down with some sort of an illness. So he texted me this morning. He's like, Mike, can't make it. But all is not lost. We're going to do a video and hang out. But here, Colton, come on up here, buddy. So then a week from Sunday, I'm going to a record show with Randy over in a place called Batavia Downs. Kind of equidistant between here and Rochester. And going to also meet up with this guy. It's Mark over at Mad for Vinyl. Here he is. He was at the embryonic photo shoot, rolling out Brian's Winter 2026 line. There's Brian right there, and Gary, and there's Big Jeff in his fursuit. So there's Mark. So I'm going to meet Mark a week from Sunday, and Randy is going to be in the car too, Mark. So get ready. Randy's coming in your direction to Points East. So anyway, yeah, Mad for Vinyl. Get over there. If you haven't checked out his channel, do it. Cheers to Mark. Yeah, some other shout-outs. So yeah, I work with these two guys. It's the Patels. Both have the same last name, but they're not brothers. This guy's named Malik, and this guy's Karan. His name is spelled like Karen, but it's with 2 A's. It drives him nuts if you call him Karen. So if you ever see him walking around, just say, hey, Karen, how's it going? So the Patels, they're going to be coming over, guess 2 Fridays from today. I'm just teasing it. I'm, like Steve it is for Alice. He likes to tease for videos that are coming in the future. I'm doing it. So these guys are going to come and co-host. It's going to be a riot. Get ready for it. And it's going to be a cold weekend here. So I got the guys a little jacket. So they'll be warmed when they have their commute to work on Monday here in Buffalo. So Ron and Malik, a couple of really funny guys. You're going to love them. And those jackets courtesy of Brian over at the Embryonic Fashion Channel. So anyway, let's dig in. So I'm having my push to a Quatrillion. How I waited this long into the video to mention it. I'm only shooting myself in the foot. I should be plugging it more. It's push to Quatrillion, and I'm pretty much there. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19 entrants right up to the minute here. A video I just haven't watched yet. It just popped up. Gordon over at I Dig Vinyl. So from the top, I had Jack the Vinyl Martini. He was first in. Coming in hot with that one. Steve it is for Alice. Russ Shaw TV. Randy at the Lion's Den, who I just mentioned. Jeff Witcher's Vinyl Destination. The Righteous Mojambo down in Brisbane, Australia. We had Jonathan, the Cheap and Cheerful Record Collector. David M. Fidelity. Craig at the Spirit of Vinyl. Tony at 2 from the Trunk. Richard's Vinyl Tap House. We're at the Tap House here, Richard. Have a Utica Club. Richard's going to have a Utica Club when he comes to see me in July. Looking forward to that, Richard. Trevor, Flat Round and Spun. Vinyl Richie chiming in. Edward at Prog Hat. Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll. Some guy named Alaska Pinas. I can't even say it. I'll try to leave links for these. Andy's Awesome Albums from the UK. Bruno Recommends Records. And like I said, Gordon at I Dig Vinyl. So there we are at 19. Still got a month left. February 14th will be the big draw out of the hat with my co-host Patty, because Caroline is now gone back out west. She's gone to school. So one of the questions in the contest was, I think it might have been question number 2. Show your favorite snack and review it. Why is it your favorite? Here's Trevor. It's some pistachios, right? Trevor at Flat Round and Spun. So his hat says it's a negative approach, but it's a positive approach towards snacking with those pistachios. Big club pack size. Right on. Costco, man. So anyway, what else we got here? Oh, yeah, this was good. So Vinyl Richie here. Some heroes do wear capes. He wore a cape, and he showed a nice shirt, but he didn't wear it. But anyway, he showed like 3 or 4 iterations of Cheetos. I mean, this guy must be like a food engineer. I don't know. He just designing all these new flavors. I didn't even know they existed. So yeah, Cheetos. I'm just a plain Cheetos guy. I love it, but I do like spice, so I may branch out. This is the most super hot. It's a double extra flaming hot. And Richie just commented. I responded to the comment or something. He goes, yeah. He says he didn't notice much difference between the flaming hot and the double X hot. I don't know what triple X hot. If they come out with that, maybe a hot chick jumps out of the bag. I don't know, it's triple X. Yeah, and there's Richard's Vinyl Tap House. So I just wanted to highlight some of the great snack choices people made in their videos and do a little lo-fi slideshow while I'm doing it. There's Richard, and he's at 530,000 right there. Let's get him to 531. Let's do it tonight while he eats those, looks like tasty cheese crackers. He's like, these are good. I love them. And then there's the Righteous Bojambo, but his channel now is called not so much a channel, more a way of life right there, if you can read that. So yeah, he's at 948,000. Let's get him to 949. Do it tonight while he's eating that jar of olives. He loves olives. It was like a testimonial, man. I couldn't tell if it was like professionally written, like TV advertisement. It was just like, honest to God, man, it was really excellent. And this particular one he was enjoying were pitted Kalamata olives. I mean, that sounds exotic, man. So great video. He even had a song at the beginning. Outstanding. Get over there and subscribe. Do it. Another exotic snack, these high-end chips. Andy over at Andy's Awesome Albums. He says they're high-end chips, and I like high-end. They look kind of high-end to that packaging, and they've got some kind of olive oil thing going on, and Torres is the brand, and he's doing that while he's wearing that cool hat, eating those chips. So that's Andy over at Andy's Awesome Albums. Another Cheetos, 2 Cheetos so far selected for best snack. Jack at the Vina Martini just showing it. Loves it. Doesn't recommend eating a bag and then trying to shuffle through your records, but just sit there and eat the Cheetos and watch TV or watch football like he was doing. Going for the Seahawks now. Good for you, Jack. And there's Randy. Speaking of testimonials, Utz. Right? This would be like a great poster. This still photo from Randy's video. Really great. Utz should be paying Randy. I mean, it's just incredible. And there he is with a great shirt with his dogs. That was like a 2-prong attack. The great shirt and this Utz party mix, man, pub mix. Right? Randy said he's coming to the party, of course, and all the events leading up to it, and he's going to bring pub mix for everybody. So if you're coming to Buffalo, Randy's going to be personally serving the pub mix around the room. And Randy's got a wicked personality to do that. So cheers to you, Randy. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Feeling good having this first beverage on a Friday. It's fantastic. Here's Steve at A is for Alice. B is for Bob. The C is for these sort of cookie-like treats. They're called Nutty Buddies, made by Little Debbie. I think she grew up and became Big Debbie. Funny story about Little Debbie. They're like boxed lunch snacks you buy here in the States. When my parents used to go to Florida when they retired, my dad, when they'd come back to Ontario, they always drove down. He'd have like a case of Little Debbie's. His thing was more of these round cake things, pinwheels or some shit. I think they were those. He'd bring back like 12 boxes. Love those things. And anyway, Steve likes Nutty Buddies. It's a peanut butter treat. And as Steve says, only eats them like twice a year on his birthday. And I think at Christmas, he devours a box. So he just devoured that box when he made that video, pushing me to a Quatrillion. Here's Gary in black and white, kind of looking retro, right? And he was doing a taste test between Planters Peanuts and a private label brand. And Gary said they came out equitable. And so as a cost avoidance, he's going to move to the private label and pocket that couple of bucks. I would do the same, Gary. I've been in purchasing for a long time. Got to get the cost down, man. Do it. All right. And speaking of cost avoidance, our friend over here, this is Craig at the Spirit of Vinyl. He's using the private label, and I like those Great Value. That's a brand for Walmart. I like those dry roasted peanuts too, Craig. They're great. That's one of my favorite snacks. We never have them around the house much because our daughter's allergic to them. But when she goes back to school, out come the peanuts. So living large. I should have bought a jar of peanuts for this weekend, man. But so there's 2 peanuts if we're keeping score. 2 peanuts and 2 Cheetos, right? There's our friend right there. Tony from 2 from the Trunk. All right, get over there and subscribe. And while you're doing it, eat a Payday candy bar. Tony's giving his testimonial. He loves it. And we got Jeff Witcher here and his son James. His son James ate this whole box. Looks like Halloween size. 32 small packages of pretzels. That's their go-to. It's not Utz brand though, Randy. I don't know. They're Dots pretzels. I don't know if Randy will like that, Jeff. But yeah, we'll see if we can get you some Dots pretzels too. And yeah, glad James enjoyed that big box of pretzels. So those guys, those are just a sample of snacks for the contest. And so if you haven't done the contest, question 2 is like, show me your favorite snack and tell me I like it. Really fun. A lot of people seem to enjoy that question. So there's some records here too. Bought some stuff the past. This was all, my voice is changing. Just became a teenager. There you go. Smooth things out on the vocal cords. Anyway, Lloyd Cole, friend of Embryonic. Lloyd Cole and the Commotions, their second album, the follow-up to Rattlesnake, the debut. This one's called Easy Pieces. Really pleasant jangle pop. Guy was from England. Still active today. I don't know if he still has the Commotions with him, but this one from 1985. I only really knew the single Perfect Skin. I think that was on the first album. And the single from this one was called Brand New Friend. Listen to this once. Really smooth. Like I said, nice jangle pop. Nothing fancy, but he's got a cool voice. And there's some strings added to this versus the first one that was more, I think, more new wavy, new wave punk, post-punk for Steve. It is for Alice. He likes that term. But anyway, this is more just smooth jangle pop. Like I said, I'm going on and on about it. Let's go over and listen to it. It's Lloyd Cole, Easy Pieces. This one I got in the dollar bin over at Revolver. It's the 10th studio album. It was the follow-up to Trafalgar. I think 1972, the release on this one. And it's the Bee Gees. It's okay. It's like they were kind of too grown up for this in my mind. These were signed up pop songs on this. And they're sort of entering now into their 70s period. I think Odessa came after this. I may be wrong. Someone correct me. I'd love to get a clean copy of Odessa, the one with the velvet textured sleeve. I know that record. I've streamed it a million times, but I can never seem to find a copy that's not $1 million. So anyway, if you see one cheaper, get it for me. So the thing that's cool in this gatefold, I don't know if it's a bunch of their friends there. I don't know who those guys are. I had to replace this inner sleeve, but great shape for a dollar bin. And this was even still in it, like a pop-up thing, right? So I've been setting this up on my turntable. There's the guys, Rob and Maurice and Barry hanging out. So last man standing right there is Barry right there. Anyway, that's the Bee Gees. To whom it may concern. It may concern you. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Michael Martin Murphy, he's known, but then on this, he's just Michael Murphy. This guy, a friend of Jerry Jeff Walker from Austin, Texas. This is his first, it's his solo debut right here from 1972 called Geronimo's Cadillac. And speaking of Jerry Jeff Walker, on this one, he does a cover of, he wrote it. He wrote Backsliders Wine. And then a year later, Jerry Jeff Walker covered it, and it's on that live album, Viva, I can never say that. Viva Terlingua right there, and that was a live concert in Luckenbach, Texas in 1973. And I always love this gatefold on the inside. It's like an old-fashioned general store, and they're all hanging out there like before the concert, doing stuff down there in Austin, Texas, Luckenbach, Texas, right there. So anyway, yeah, the title track on that was a sort of semi-hit single called Geronimo's Cadillac. Pretty good, just kind of like, it's not outlaw country, it's more singer-songwriter country, kind of like Chris Christopherson-ish, and less outlaw than Jerry Jeff, but still, they were buds hanging out. Cheers, boys. All right. And then, cool dudes. Speaking of cool dudes, we got Little Steven and his Disciples of Soul solo debut. This is pre-Sopranos, and produced by Miami Steve Van Zandt himself. Huge band right here. It's that whole New Jersey sound, like early Springsteen. If you dig that, you're definitely gonna like this. Nice collage. So I've probably shown this before. I bought this when we were living in the apartment. Probably bought this a year ago, but I just listened to this a couple days ago. It's really, really good. Lying in a Bed of Fire is the track that kicks this off. Look that up. It's fantastic. You think it's a Springsteen tune, but it's great. So this was one that I had been in storage for a long time from the Boston move to Buffalo, and I just listened to this last night. And half of it's side A is recorded in Boston, and side 2 is live in New York City. Right here. So live right there, live Boston, and then New York on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. Whatever. It's jazz, blues, fusion. It's definitely not fusion jazz. This has really got it's like a blues album, and it's great. And there's John Mayall. He plays both piano and guitar on this and sings. And it's just a really good jam. On Good Time Boogie is one I'd look up. If you don't know John Mayall, For God's sake, look up Good Time Boogie. And that was from the live set, from the Boston part of it. So anyway, really good. I want to say the year on this one, 1972 right there. So yeah, really great. Having some jazz blues fusion. This is all jazz. It's in concert. It's Freddie Hubbard on trumpet and Stanley Turrentine on saxophone. You got Herbie Hancock on piano, Ron Carter on bass, and the late great, just passed recently, Jack DeJohnette on drums, a friend of Miles Davis. Wow. I mean, this, you got to get in the blasting zone for this one. It's basically, yeah, it's 2 songs, each one clocking in at around 19 minutes. Of course, this is all instrumental. There's no singing on this. And this is volume 1. I don't know what happens in volume 2, but man, this one it's a blast off. And they're blasting off in concert. So the shout out to Gary over at Physical Format Jazz. Gary's probably got that one buried in the vault. So it's really good. Anyway, that's some jazz right there. So anyway, Utica Club contest, do it. It's a Quatrillion. Subscribe. Do it today. Do it now. Do it yesterday. And, you know, whatever. Just get me to a Quatrillion. I can't imagine like not doing it this time. Last year, a trillion. I got there. Speaking of trillion. Oh, yeah. God. Let's show this last week. When at the party last July, I was inspired by Emma at 8 Vinyl Low. She says, get the trillion. I said, oh, I don't know, Emma. And she said, you owe it to yourself, Mike. It's a trillion. You're worth a trillion subscribers. So I said, you know, you're right. And I bought it. I've listened to it once. It's kind of a little too progressive rockish for me. But I love the cover art, and I love being at a trillion subscribers. So it's in the collection. I'm all over it. So anyway, cheers to you, Emma, and Trillion, all that. All right, that's going to do it. Friday, cheers to everybody. Quatrillion, I'll see you on the other side.